what's up, YouTube? What's happening? CC Talk here again. Did y'all hear the amazing news coming out of Days of Our Lives Court Day Main Productions that Chandler Massey is returning to reprise his role as Will Horton? Yes, it's happening, America. It's happening. So, fans, look. This show is just transparent as hell. Look, I've been following Days of Our Lives as far back as, like, what, 95, 96, before even the internet was hot, okay? There was just merely, message boards and chat rooms and shit. But you follow this show from just a television perspective in terms of acting, creativity, and whatever happens behind the scenes. Nowadays, I will say, out of the 4 soaps, they are usually hush-hush what they do behind the scenes, okay? They typically are. But when they start bringing people back, like fan favorites and shit like that, especially fan favorites as much as like a Will Horton, there had to be something that made him come back. And I'm going to say 2 things that brought him back, and that was ratings, particularly in 18 to 34 demos and 18 to 49 taking nosedives and shit. Then, of course, Allison Sweeney. Allison Sweeney expressed sure dismay, displeasure that Will was killed off of the show back, in 2015. Now, Guy Wilson was doing the role at the time, but the point of emphasis was that Will is a legacy, okay? He is a legacy character. He was one of the first legacy children on Days of Our Lives to be sore ass and reach a level of popularity that people loved, okay? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Will, like I said, Will Horton, is a staple character because, again, he has the Brady Horton ties. So she was very pissed off that Josh Griffith, Dita Higley, killed him off the way they did, and she didn't even come back to the show until they were completely gone. And I mean, if you look at her SOD magazine article from weeks back, I mean, come on, if you read between the lines of that, she wasn't gonna come back until they got a formidable head writer over there. And yeah, they have Ron Carlivati. So fuck with Dita Higley and Josh Griffith, she just wasn't, not again. So, and now, they're talking about Will Horton is going to have a fake death. So we don't even know what's about to happen with this. Ben is probably, no telling, Ben probably done had that boy shipped off to Madrid. Or maybe when he choked him out, it wasn't a real Will that we saw, but it was like a fake Will, and they didn't do a DNA. You know how Days is. Ron Carlivati will work it out because he's good with Return from the Dead storylines. If you look at how he, did those type of stories on One Life to Live, and he did that on General Hospital a matter of time before he would have the chance to do something like this with Will. So he'll probably knock it out of the park. But in terms of 18 to 34, yeah, that's been a struggle city for Days for well over the last month or 2. And once your 18 to 34 starts to take a hit, it's only going to be a matter of time before your main demo, like 18 to 49, starts to take a nosedive too. And I know, with that, with the 18 to 34, I mean, that's where you do have Will, Sonny, Gabby, Chad, Abigail, Paul, and then of course you got the teen set. And the teen set ain't bringing no fucking ratings. They're just not, okay? I keep telling y'all. So when you need to have your showstopper return, like Chandler Massey, you jump at the chance. And I know there are going to be some Days fans that are not going to like this return because of what Ken Corday said many moons ago about he ain't going to do no Returns of the Dead anymore. But again, this show is hanging on by 8.5 lives, people. You do what you gotta do to, bring a character as popular as Will back to the fold. You do what you gotta do. and he has to be brought back, because again, going back to the ratings, 18 to 34, it is needed, okay? Because without, 18 to 49, 18 to 34, 25-54, you're losing out on money, okay? And not to mention, if you lose out on money, you're gonna lose out on sets. You're gonna lose out on seeing your favorites that you see on the screen. They might get recurring status, or they might eventually get fired because they can't afford the actors. So I know that there are some people who hate Returns of the Dead, but this is the one Return of the Dead I will co-sign for with Days of Our Lives and say, okay, let's bring him back and, get him, implemented back into that show, because he's just needed, man. He's just needed, okay? But, yeah, Happy Days are here again. I'm looking forward to the story, because, again, he can come back all day long. But if the story sucks, it ain't gonna make a big pile of difference, now, is it? Now, because we've seen this type of thing has happened before on Days, where they bring back people, and it just never works out. But I'm happy. I have to give Ron Carlivati some faith that he is going to make magic happen, and he's going to work this out to the best of his ability. I mean, he's working pretty much with Allison Sweeney, and he's giving her everything that she's wanting, that she wants. So it's like, fuck, like, this has to work. Anyhow, feel free to rate, comment, subscribe, hit me up, and I'll get at you later. Peace.